What's the haps? I'm Morocco and welcome to Indie Insight. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at Ironguard by Aegon Games? Is that how you say that? I guess it is. Seems like it. It's in the corner, you can see what it is. This is a first-person shooter roguelike kind of thing, which reminded me quite a bit of Tower of Guns, if I'm honest, which is why I've been kind of having a bit of a look at it. This game came out about a week ago. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't seem to quite have resonated terribly well with the Steam community. The reviews on it are not looking terribly promising, but nonetheless, I was a big fan of Tower of Guns, so I do kind of want to see what this game does and what this game does differently and how it stacks up, really. So let's have a quick look at the options menu. We've got resolution options, resolution scaling, whatever that does. I gotta confess on that one, I'm not sure what that does. Full screen VSync there, frame rate cap if you really wish to go down that route. Not something I would ever go for, but you know, some people might want to ease off on their old GPU. Gamma correction, field of view and weapon field of view. Field of view slider goes up to like 150, which is more than ample for most situations, I would have thought. I can't imagine many situations where someone would want a 150 field of view, but I guess for some of those ultra widescreen monitors, perhaps that might be something you're after. Weapon field of view, not sure what that does actually. That sounds like maybe that would scale the weapon model, but I don't know, it seems like a weird way to phrase it, so kind of not sure on that one. If it does scale the weapon model, that's something you don't see very often. That's a nice touch to allow you to sort of like make it smaller, give you a bit more screen space, when a lot of games these days do seem to be like making weapon models a little too large and taking up the screen. It's like, well, I can't see what I'm shooting for the thing that I'm shooting with, which doesn't help. Anisotropic filtering, texture resolution, shadow resolution, anti-aliasing are performance options. We also have bloom, screen space reflections, and ambient occlusion, so you can tweak your qualities and performance to your liking. Blur behind UI. That's a kind of an ambiguous sounding thing. I presume we're talking about motion blur there, but blur behind UI? So if I turn that off, does the blur become in front of the UI, or are we just turning off the blur? That's not abundantly clear. That could probably be better phrased and explained. Audio on separate sliders, good to see. Gameplay, your various HUD options and whatnot, and ability to remap your controls, so that's good as well. You can use a controller if you like, by the looks of things, but it's a first-person shooter, so why would ya? Don't do that. That would be silly. Let's play it. Let's hop on in. So Ironguard, there are controls in front of us. It is kind of a grid-based room system. We move through room to room in a roguelike-y kind of fashion, and we get a random weapon at the start of each one. Tower of Guns obviously had a bunch of very varied and diverse and interesting weapons, but you picked which one you wanted at the start, and very rarely ever, I think it was like 1 in 20 runs, which that was up from like 1 in 50 runs at the start, got you. You would occasionally find some unique new weapon in the middle of the run as well. Here we just get given randomness, which I guess was closer to paranormal activity, I suppose, if anything. This is a plasma shield. Passively reflects missiles, consumes rechargeable energy instead of ammo. So, okay, interesting. I don't know where the ammo is. Oh, the ammo's right there in the center of the screen. The bars. That's a really bizarre weapon, huh? That's unlike much I've seen before. I think the weapons are certainly do that, reflect. Cool. Okay, I did, but the missile didn't blow it up, so okay, 2 missiles blows things up. Just need to keep firing these at him until it blows itself up. This is not reflecting many missiles. I feel like this should be reflecting more missiles than it is doing. That didn't reflect there. Okay, wow. Do I have to... Yeah, oh, I do. Okay, the shooting the shield thing doesn't seem to do much. I just need to point it at it. But then there's some oh my god, there's some randomization as to where it goes when it reflects, which means you can't aim the missile very well. Interesting. Although I did level up, which I've done... for what it's worth, I've done 2 playthroughs of this game so far. I don't think I've leveled up yet, so I don't know why I got quite so much XP from that. That was strange. I've not seen the perks before. So, increases your max energy shield by 10, increases your shot speed by 20, or dealing damage to enemies heals you. I guess we improved the shields, although I think that's my character's shield up top, which is the green bar underneath the blue health bar. which is going to be an odd colouring scheme for either of those UI elements, if we're honest. Normally one would sort of expect health to be red and shields to be blue or something, but nope. Oh, did I not get the guy? I didn't get the guy behind me, he just shot me in the back. Huh, how about that? Let's try and reflect this guy. There we go. Is he dead? I don't know. Your shields do regenerate at the start of each level, but like literally only... Well, each room. It regenerates at the start of each room, but only at the start of each room. And your health, you have to get through pickups from the enemies. So, now I'm disoriented. I don't know which way I'm going. This way, I guess. It's a kind of a griddy-based system. It's not quite as stringent a grid system as many sort of roguelike games. They're just like, here is just a very square grid. You will walk along the cardinal axes, and these are all the rooms. It's a little bit more freeform, but it's a very similar kind of principle. Yeah. I just got turned around there, and I don't know how or why. The shield's such a bizarre thing. It's very, very strange. Odd to be playing a game like this. So, I fight enemies by staring at them and letting them kill themselves, which of course doesn't do anything for these guys. If I walk into this... Yep, I just take a bunch of damage. Yeah, shield does nothing for that. And the mines on the ground, I guess the only way to deal with them is to get my pea shooter out and go pew pew pew. This thing has infinite ammo. This thing, yeah, the ammo regenerates on those. Ouch, I did not touch that, or not as close as I've been before. Normally you seem to have to get like really up close and personal with those things before they damage you. That one just like did the damage for no reason. These guys I'm gonna need to shoot. Oh, that guy I don't want to shoot. This guy I want to just let him blow himself up. I guess there's another one over here. I didn't kill that. Get you. Now you're dead, I think. I've lost a shield here, definitely. Ow. It's not dead. Oh god, it's not dead. Please tell me you're dead. And give me a little bit of health. Ouch. So if they hit the floor, you just take the splash damage anyway. I took a lot of damage in that room. That wasn't good. Does this room go... Was there a door up here? Does this room go anywhere, or have I reached a dead end here? I think I've actually reached a dead end. I have. Huh. I've actually not found a dead end on this map before. Which, feels like a little bit of a failing on the procedural generation end. Normally, you would expect most paths to lead to somewhere, I think. I feel like normally you find like either a treasure or a shop or a boss or somewhere. Most routes lead to a place of use, right? Let's take those guys out. Those guys are straight up enemies from Tower of Guns, right? The big flying orbs that just lazily drift towards you and then explode. That's a Tower of Guns enemy. I'm afraid I've seen those before. Give me a little bit of health. Oh no, that wasn't even health, that was money. I'm not even colorblind, and the health and money pickups look really, really similar. One is green, and one is kind of a yellowy green. They could probably be a little better differentiated. So yeah, that's, I don't know which one that is. Is that health? That was money. So, at a casual glance, unless you've got the two stood next to each other to compare them color-wise. Yeah, that needs some work. From having trouble seeing that, and I'm not colorblind, I feel like maybe colorblind people would have a really hard time with that. There's a lot of weird sort of design conventions that they're flouting here that, you know, have been done in gaming for decades. That they're just like, no, we're not going to do that, for no good reason, and mostly, you're not breaking the mold, you're just confusing the player, I think. Why is my health blue and my shield's green? That's not intuitive. People expect health to be red. Your health is red. That's how it's always been done. Health is red, blue is shields or mana, and green is like some sort of energy system usually. I mean, the energy system, such as it exists, is actually these bars at the bottom of the screen, which I just really haven't found myself using in combat. It's kind of got two dashes that let me get in and out of combat quick, fast, yeah! Dodging around the place. I don't know, I haven't been using that. I've not got into the habit of dodging in this. Especially when I have a... Oh, my shield... Oh, okay, my shield energy ran out. To keep that one in mind. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I don't think any of these guys are going to drop anything if I blow them up anyway, so... It makes things a little safer though, doesn't it? Don't have to worry about stepping on any landmines. Where are we headed? We're going to head this way, I suppose. The map will let us know if there's something worth noting in there. We can't see what's up... Oh my god, there were missiles behind me as well. Ah, shoot. It won't let you know if there's anything sort of up ahead. I can't tell how many more rooms or where it's going. We can't see the whole map. But I can see what's in the next room, and if that happens to be a shop or... Ow, I'm getting shot in the back, aren't I? Yeah, if it happens to be a shop or something, then you can learn that. If I just sort of duck in here, will that work? This shield requires a very, very different strategy to anything I've ever seen in an FPS. The weapons are certainly pretty interesting in this, I gotta say. The last weapon I had was kind of a crossbow that shot explosive bolts. It was very powerful, but you had to kind of... You had to plan ahead. You shot your targets and then you had to keep moving because it wouldn't explode till a little later. It was not completely innovative, but it was certainly something a little different. Previous to that, I did just get, like, a shotgun. My first run just genuinely was just a shotgun. It was like, this is a pretty boring weapon, all things considered, actually. Ouch. Something hit me in the back. I may die before we even get to a boss, because this weapon is... This weapon is an acquired taste. Let's try and blow these guys up. Yeah. Because I've got two enemies at, you know, polar opposite ends of the room here. And... in order to take out one of them, I have to face it. But in order to face it, I have to turn my back on the other one. I would perhaps be best off... because these things are not very accurate. I might be best off just sort of taking cover and shooting them with the pea shooter. Although my pea shooter's not incredibly accurate either, so... Hey. What else have we got? There will be guys down here, won't there? Yeah, there will. To be fair, I haven't actually tried the... Oh. Okay. That's what the alternate fire does. Alternate fire drains it completely, but does a huge shockwave of damage? Oh, wow. Ooh. Ooh. And I guess I can't use it at all until it's fully recharged. Interesting. Oh, I really hadn't messed around with the alternate fire. That's really kind of cool. Okay. So admittedly, I'm just seeing the same level designs over and over again. Even within one run, I'm seeing the same rooms pop up a couple of times here. So I don't think the level design's really got anything to write home about. Stylistically, it doesn't look as good as Tower of Guns. Tower of Guns had a really nice visual aesthetic going on. It's kind of got the same kind of stylistic theme, but Tower of Guns just looked great. It really did. Tower of Guns, like I say, just didn't give you quite as heavy an emphasis on weapons, though. The weapons were certainly interesting, but you didn't get to play with many of them on any given run, and I think the emphasis here is on weapon variety and things. Not that, again, actually, to be fair, I've seen any on any given run here. It's just, I just keep getting different ones at the start of each run. So I think I've reached another dead end. This is weird. My first two runs didn't run into any dead ends. Now I'm getting a couple. And no shops, either. So I would like some shops, some treasures, some bosses, some items, some power-ups would be pretty good things. Will say I have discovered that the jetpack is single-handedly the most overpowered weapon in the game. Also, the most overpowered item. This is probably the most overpowered weapon. Woo! This is just one-shot kills against everything. I wonder what this does to a boss. We need to find that out. So, this way is not a boss yet. Okay, let's take these guys out. Oh, I didn't kill it. That didn't kill that guy. Okay. Right, so I can clear these guys out. I've still got some shields, it's okay. If I can just clear the room a little bit. At least this end of the room. There we go. Oh, there goes my shields and everything. Okay, things exploded pretty violently, though. Could use the health. Ouch. Still taking damage. The health pickups do not restore much health at all. They really don't. I keep getting quite close to enemies when I use this. It seems like it's got a really good range on it. No, it's not got that good a range, but it's got a very good range. Can I get it from there? What is the range on this? That's only a range. That's a good bit of health as well. I needed that. Okay, are we at a boss yet? Yes, we are. Can confirm is boss. Can I shoot some of these? Oh, they do. It does do some sort of damage, these things. Okay, that's just bizarre. Okay, so we can shoot waves of shields for really light damage. I think that's the best way to take care of those guys. We can shoot waves of shield for light damage. We can reflect shots, or I can just insta-kill anything by right-clicking. And we're level 3. Okay, why am I leveling up so much more this time? This is strange. Health pickup, increase it 20% more health pickups. Yeah, that sounds like something I would want. Is this not a... Where are we now? We are at a dead end again. Okay, of course we are. So many dead ends! So if we head right and then left, we can get to somewhere new and interesting. I want to find shops and things, really. This run is actually taking me a little longer than previous first floors as well, I think. There certainly does seem to be some variety in kind of what you get on the floors then. I mean, like I say, the rooms we're seeing a lot of the same rooms, but sometimes it's huge and sometimes it's not. There appears to be an entirely new weapon. Good, we actually found one. It is a... Holy crap, it is a black hole launcher, but I don't even have enough money for it. Dang it. Are you kidding me? Because the last run, I got crazy tons of money as well, and I was able to afford everything in the shop. This time, I've got enough to buy the items, but not the gun. And even then, only one of the items. What do I got? I got a passive one that each consecutive shot with a weapon increases damage by 1%. If you change weapons, you reset the damage bonus. Huh. And just one insta-heal for 250 health. Probably useful in a boss fight or something, yeah. Man, I want the black hole launcher! And this little guy's our shopkeep. I think he's Clive the Junkbot, I think they called him. Honestly, I genuinely think that... does anyone read the webcomic questionable content? Because I'm pretty sure that's just pint size. Pretty sure they modelled him on pint size. They must have done. At any rate, so yeah, I guess we take the specialist? I mean, does this actually work with the shields? Because I'm kind of not really shooting with the shields. How does this play out? Does that do anything? What does this do for me? This is what we need to know. So if I go straight forward and then back around, I can get to another new room. I do want to see everything on the floor. And then we shall attempt the boss fight. Again, the boss fight... trivial. Boss fight trivial if you have a jetpack. The boss fight offers no difficulty whatsoever. How do I not get those guys up top? They're going to explode on me. I got him. I still have shields, it's okay. I got him. Cool. The health won't go amiss. Get you. There's still some? Yeah, there is. Come on. That's a terrible weapon. It's really... I'm quite sure that's a really terrible weapon. There's no... They don't feel good, to be honest. That big floaty disc heading towards the enemies. I think that is... Hey, here's a treasure room. That gives us a better projectile size. Okay, sure. That doesn't look much bigger, but okay. Whatever. Oh, interesting. Each time you shoot with the weapon, your passive gets bigger. And it doesn't matter if you're actually hitting anything. Look at my passive in the top corner. That number's just going up. So if I change weapon, that'll reset. But, so what was the actual effect on that one? Increases damage dealt by 1%. So presumably, your default starting pea-shooter weapon, you could just sit there with its infinite ammo and just go pew 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 until you're satisfied that you've got its damage up by like 1,000% or something, and then just wreck face with it. Is what I'm thinking on that score. That seems like that's not balanced. And I think, yeah, not balanced is a recurring theme of this. The jetpack, as I say, it was supposed to be allows you to fly. Oh, then I see that's more powerful now. See, the jetpack was supposed to allow you to kind of do short boosts in the air. It kind of didn't. The jetpack, if you jumped again while you were in the air, it just increased the amount of damage. I'm confusing my powers. If you jumped again while you're in the air, it let you fly again. You carried on flying. So the moment the jetpack wears off, you just use jetpack again immediately, and you can go again and keep flying. So with that in mind, you basically had freedom to fly. But there was no kind of gravity or anything to it. There was no real... It didn't feel good as a jetpack. You just went straight up, and that's it. So, let's see how well this does us. I mean... So he throws these things, but I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I was trying to see if I could kill the hammers, because I hadn't tried killing the hammers before. I cannot kill the hammers, and now I'm dead. There you go, that was the boss. Good job you got to see the whole boss fight, right? Yeah, if I'd had the jetpack, I would have just hung around on the ceiling and shot it in the head, because I could, and that would be the easy way to do it. The jetpack makes that boss trivial. Like, there is no difficulty at all to that boss fight if you have the jetpack, because you can fly indefinitely. The jetpack does not feel satisfying to use. It's probably one of the worst jetpacks I've ever seen in a video game, but it does trivialize the boss fight. And if your only objective there was, can I kill this boss? If you have a jetpack, yes, you can. So there's that. God, I probably should have just sat there with my pea shooter and ramped up the damage on that thing until I could one-shot the boss. That would have been a good way to do it. There's so many mechanics in this that they just don't seem to have properly thought through. It just doesn't feel as good as Tower of Guns. Tower of Guns was supremely well polished and looked great. This game does not look as good, and well, they've certainly got some interesting weapon mechanics going on. That's unfortunately does seem to be all they've got going on right now. And, well, quite frankly, Tower of Guns is pretty much the same price as this. As I say, this game came out about a week ago, but Tower of Guns came out a little while ago. This is £10.59, or your regional equivalent, £10.59, your regional equivalent on Steam. Tower of Guns is £10.99. I don't know why I put the emphasis on £10, £10.99, sorry. There's only 40 pence difference between the two games, and Tower of Guns, I will actually note, is actually on sale for 75% off at the minute, which brings it down to £2.50-ish. And Tower of Guns is really good. I can wholeheartedly recommend Tower of Guns. This, I can only really recommend if you're an absolute enthusiast of the first-person roguelike genre and have gotten completely bored of everything else in the genre. There are a few other games that are also pretty well acclaimed in this genre, and there are a few others that are kind of just okay. This, I think this falls kind of squarely into the just okay kind of category, unfortunately. But there you have it, this is Ironguard. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Maroka. I will see you next time.